Hello everyone, Stavros here, playing another Legacy League with my favorite deck, Black Green Box. Notes League, I've still taken out that Karn, I still have that additional Chalice, and also put a Tombstalker in the side so that every Living Wish is actually represents a fast clock. Yeah, I think the deck is kind of working this way, but or it needs a major redesign. Those are my two feelings on the deck. So let's go straight into Constructed. And click Play Match. Okay. Let's see what we got today, who we're playing against. That seems to be taking quite some time. I'm just going to switch over to the deck again. All right. Yeah, I feel like I have to find a way to basically go faster online because there are more unfair decks. That's why the addition of the Chalice is here, going up to 3 Chalices. I could get rid of another transfer and go up to 4, but then I become a Chalice deck that wants to go first. I still don't want to go on the play. I still think there's some merit to going on the draw. Maybe some Chrome Moxes, maybe 1 or 2 Chrome Moxes might help the deck just to go faster. Although Chrome Mox is a 2-for-1, Mox Diamond is less so because of Life from the Loman Crucible, and because I run 26 lands. Sometimes I guess Chrome Mox hurts a bit because only Abrupt Decay kind of gives you both the mana or Vraska. I don't think I want to get rid of any of those two. Okay, I think I hear a match in the background. Let's join and see what happens. Against Tuebo, would I like to play first? Nope, I would not like. Let me make this full screen. Okay. Got both my swamps in my hand, huh? I can cast that Hymn to Turok on turn 2, but I can't cast the rest of my hand. And if I don't draw land in 2 turns, or in 3 turns actually, I think it's a bit risky. I do have 14 green sources. I think I'm just going to mulligan this one. I'm going to mulligan and get completely punished for it. This is definitely worse. Okay, here we go. Good start. Well, I guess 5th time's a charm. No, 4th time. Okay, let's keep this one. Put 3 cards on the bottom. Well, this one's going, and this one. Okay. So this isn't a great start. I have to say that. We've mulliganed down to 4. We're playing probably against an aggressive deck, it seems. Delver's a good matchup usually, but when you mulligan down to 4, I feel like there are no good matchups. I'm going to fetch my basic swamp and just pass. Yeah, we'll see what happens after that. Yep, I can't do anything, so I'm going to click 6. They didn't flip, so that's something. I drew a wasteland. That's not bad. That's yeah, that's not bad. They also didn't cast any kind of cantrip. which means they might be saving, end of turn Brainstorm and then Misty, but that doesn't make much sense. They probably would have cast it last turn if they had it. They probably don't have that many more lands, so what if I was to Wasteland here, then Chalice them, and hopefully they don't Wasteland me? I mean, I have enough mana right now. I have enough life. I'm not under any life pressure. A Stifle wouldn't be great, but okay, Brainstorm in response. I mean, this is going to be an uphill battle, like very uphill. But we do have the Abrupt Decay, which is good. Yeah, we seem to have, we have some lands. If they have a wasteland, we're probably dead. But let's see what happens. So it's actually Rug. Hopefully they don't run Veil in the main. It did flip with a Daze. Daze doesn't do anything against Abrupt Decay, which is good. And they're playing Young Pyre. Now, Young Pyre is actually much worse than Abrupt Decay, than Insectile Aberration for my deck. Yeah. But that answers it. Of course, playing around Daze with that is kind of, I'm going to be under too much pressure to play around Daze. I think I should get rid of the Young Pyro. I have 5 turns, and I can hope for the best. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's definitely going to be a tough one here. Okay, I can click 6 here. I don't have anything else to do. Maybe if I draw another land, I can try to deploy a Chalice. And then, I don't know, I can't really play around anything, around Daze. They have 3 lands. They have another Young Pyre. This is definitely some bad news for me. But now that I know that they run Young Pyromancer, I can at least bring in my sweepers. So they have 1 Daze in hand. And I'm looking at a 2-turn clock. I didn't draw a land, unfortunately. A Living Wish. So what is the best situation here? We play Chalice or Living Wish, and we basically bait a Daze. If they do cast Daze, then they're hitting us for 4/7 next turn. And then, regardless of what we resolve, we'll be at 5. So even if we resolve Liliana Last Hope, which is really good, they'll still have the 5 power, the Delver and the 2 tokens. I don't want to show Living Wish. I don't even want to show Chalice, because now I think I'm just going to concede for this one. I don't have a sweeper in the main. Whatever I play here, they're going to Daze. And then I don't think I can come back from 4 creatures. So I think I'm cutting my losses here. I'm conceding this game. They are playing Young Pyro, so that's something I should keep in mind. I'm definitely bringing in Golgari Charm and Toxic Deluge against Young Pyromancer. I didn't see much else, but I expect the usual. I expect Veils. I expect, Oko. I don't expect Uro, but who knows? Anything's possible. Return to Nature, probably not good. Ashiok. Maybe they're playing Young Pyre instead of Dreadhorde, but Chalice is good against Dreadhorde. So let me see, what could I remove? What doesn't work that well? I think Vraska probably doesn't work well. It's good if it comes down, but it's most likely too slow. And recurring lands is really good because they don't run any basics. It is good. Is it good enough, I guess, to keep in? And would I want to go on the play against this kind of, it's slightly more aggressive Rug Delver. It's not like the new Rug Delvers that are a bit more laid back. This one seems more aggressive. I guess that's a question for later, but hmm. Yeah, I think I'll remove the transfer just because it's one of the higher casting cost things. It's either Crucible or Transfer. Transfer, I feel, really stops them a lot. Crucible, if I get a Wasteland and start recurring it, I don't think they saw any recursion, so they saw green, so they might suspect loam. I think I'll do it like this, and let's see how it goes. Do I want to play, be on the play? I think this is a bit more aggressive. I could give it a try. Or I might stick to my guns. I feel if I was on the draw and I had like a bunch of cards, I think it would be good. I have my 2 sweepers. I have my Last Hope. I have my Engineer Explosive as another kind of semi-sweeper, and my Blast Zone as another sweeper. Huh. Do I want to play first? No, I do not. But I do want some lands. Maybe I didn't specify that. Okay. It's definitely not a good start to the night. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, I guess do I keep this and just or do I mulligan to 5? The Orborg. So I'll like with this, I'd probably start with Orborg and try to bait something out. I have to draw a land or another or something. Yeah, like a Mox Diamond. If I knew I was drawing a Mox Diamond at the top, I'd probably keep this. But do I actually have, like if I go further down to 5, can I actually win in any reasonable way? Yeah, I think it's worth going further down. Okay. 2 cards right below. I think it has to be Crucible, and it has to be Dark Depths because the rest seem pretty relevant. Okay, so these are good cards, but of course the problem is that they have more cards now. And I think that's where I always want to be. I always want to be ahead on cards. It's gonna be tough though. So if they cast something, a 2-drop. No, they're playing the Veil game, right? Well, I think I'm just going to go for my Chalice. Yeah, I didn't have Stifle, which is kind of lucky for me. They might waste me and I lose, but that's legacy. So hopefully I'll draw another land. I mean, I've seen quite a few cards, and hopefully the next one or one of them is a land. That's a bit weird that they would let that resolve. But they probably have an Aberrate now that I see that. Or they don't, maybe. Oh, they have an Oko, Okay. So they're going to make a 3/3 for me. Or not. They're creating a food. Oh, that's what they have to ask for the Chalice, but I can answer their Oko. I drew the Crucible, which that's not an idea. So do I want to take the... Oh, no, I think the best thing to do is this. And then they can't Veil me, so next turn I can hymn, and hopefully I can draw another land to play Crucible, and then I'm really good on lands after that. Yeah. This isn't ideal, not drawing any lands for so long. I do run many lands, so I was hoping, that. Okay, submerge. Yeah, they did guess correctly. So maybe we just ride this chalice to victory, and maybe that's good enough. Young Pyre, that's a problem right there. So what does it mean, the fact that they did not daze before? Why wouldn't they daze the him? I think they had enough lands that they would daze it. And if they had the young pirate, they would do that. So I think I'm just going to say they don't have any counter magic. Um, but they could just cast something into Chalice, right? Yeah, they could cast something into Chalice, get a token, and then my Liliana is in trouble. So let's just get ahead on cards. The young pirate is concerning, but it's not like the end of the world. We can find a way to do something against it. I doubt they're going to start casting things into Chalice. It just feels really bad. I feel. That's how I feel. I feel that it feel bad for them. Okay. Yeah, I can put this down. I think I'm just going to cast this for that. X's 2. And that, even if they get a token, I mean, it's just a token. This should help me get rid of the young pyre. And yeah, let's go with that. And also, I've gotten rid of 2 submerges, so I doubt they run more. I really doubt that. And I have half the combo. I mean, is this worth another chalice on one? Is this ridiculous? Or do I play my Crucible and just try to... Yeah, this is a good question here. I think I might play Liliana and try to... They are getting up on cards, which I really don't like. They could be in the range where they actually hardcast Force of Will soon. And of course, they could have days. So I think I'm going to go for my Crucible, even if they counter it. It's not that bad. I get rid of a daze. If they don't counter it, I just get a Verdant Catacombs, and then I play around days for the rest of the game, and I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, this needs 2, right? Yeah, and I can't create mana from that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit annoying, but yeah, maybe I should have done this before. I'm not sure why I'm doing it now. Would they play something tricky? I'll just get a swamp. Okay, I can try casting this, and if they kill it, or I'm going to tick it up probably, and then they'll attack it, then I'll take it down and go from there. Or I can keep ticking it up and use the engineered explosives. That's also something to do. I feel I don't need another chalice, and I don't think they thought about chalice when they were boarding in against me. Okay. An Oko here would be pretty devastating, some would say. Okay, they've got... at least this takes the heat off of me. They're going to keep attacking that. They've played a land, so I'm going to keep like attacking their hand. That's probably really good. So I'm going to do that. Maybe they waste a spell for it. Then I Golgari Charm the whole thing, and I land a Liliana. I feel like that's something that, like, they might cast like a Brainstorm into it. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, and they did. Which I don't mind. Yeah, they'll get rid of their token. I still have this, though. Yeah, I'm getting rid of their cards, which is basically what I want to do. They got rid of that. That is interesting. Oh yeah, because I can't kill that afterwards. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Um, and I'm going to, do I, yeah, I feel like, is it each creature gets -1/-1? Okay, so I don't have to target anyone, which is always nice in this situation. And then I'll tick up, and I feel like I'm doing well. I'm out of time again, which is pretty weird. But yeah, I always complain about that. But we only have, like, this is the second game, right? So I think I'm okay, all things considered. Okay, so that last card, they're going to lose it. And here's our, yeah, here's our kill condition, I guess. Okay, cool. We have 13 minutes left. That's more than enough. We did mulligan quite a bit. We played second, but we still came up ahead, so that's pretty good. So lots of young Pyro. They might actually be playing the full set, which Golgari Charm again and Toxic Deluge are good. They took out their Dazes because I think they thought that I would pick to go first. Yeah, or something like that. And they put in Submerges, which are correct, so I have to play around that. They put in Surgicals, which are decent, I guess. I don't mind them that much. I don't like when my Wasteland gets hit, but I don't mind them that much. And then, Plague Engineer on Human is really good. It hits Delver and Young Pyro against them. It's actually a very valid threat against them. Sorcerer's Spyglass doesn't do anything. I don't think they're doing any graveyard stuff. I didn't see a single Dreadhorde. But they are running Oko as we expected. So since they're running Oko, let's consider the Spyglasses for a bit. Basically, we have a bunch of the must answer things from them are basically Oko, because Young Pyro we can answer with Toxic Deluge, Golgari Charm, and even if they make one token or something like that, we could, or Cabal Pit. If they make one token, it's okay. If they make two or more, then it gets weird. Or Liliana Last Hope actually answers it pretty well because they can't make that many tokens. They'd have to make 4 tokens. If they only made 3 tokens, then it would come down, kill the Pyro, and then attack for 3. No, that would overrun it eventually. Spyglass only for Oko. Only for Oko. Or it could hit a bunch of lands and win me the game randomly. But I can't really think of what I would take out. I feel like everything else is really good. I don't feel like this is the right thing. I'm submitting like this. I'll be on the draw just like I want to, and hopefully I don't mulligan. If I don't mulligan, I feel like I like these matchups. They're bringing in a lot of cards that are kind of inconsequential. They'll have a bunch of Submerge in their hand, which will do nothing. Now there we go. This is a hand. This is a hand, which I am keeping. Okay. All right, so what are they playing turn one? Okay. Do we want to go for this, or do we do a next turn and loam it back? But that doesn't play around any surgical or anything like that. Okay, let's go with the standard good old swamp. Good old swamp. Cast Mox Diamond. Get rid of Forest. Hit him with a hymn and see what happens. Dreadhorde and Preordain. I'm pretty glad I hit the Dreadhorde. That's a must answer thing, and Golgari Charm does absolutely nothing against it. I wonder if they removed the surgical, or oh, they revealed the Preordain. That's pretty bad for me, I feel. Okay, if they have another Dreadhorde or another Pyro, that's not great. Dreadhorde, that's pretty bad, actually. So now we find ourselves in a dire situation. It's a dire situation. Definitely. We want to play around days. They showed Preordain, so they have a Preordain, and at most a days, right? At most a days. So we definitely have to Smallpox here. They'll get rid of Insectile Aberration. They'll draw another card. We'll have to find a solution to Dreadhorde before things go really south. Okay. Well, and we get rid of Loam. Yeah, they might surgical it, but I mean, that's okay. That's okay. They got rid of the Preordain, which they'll be able to cast. I'm going to sacrifice that and then wasteland their land. They'll be able to cast Preordain, which isn't ideal, but I have to find a solution to Dreadhorde extremely soon. Like a Chalice off the top right now would not be bad. Yeah, I feel like I can't really. Well, maybe I should loam, actually. So 2 cards on top and they drew. Okay. Okay, that's pretty bad for us. Like Abrupt Decay. That would be nice. But they're gonna start casting creatures, I think, randomly, right? Or no, a Ponder, okay. And that's a basic, huh? A snow basic. I didn't think that Rug Delver ran basics. I'm kind of surprised. So, do they play? Is this like a specific version that plays snow? I don't think I'm loaming, or am I just loaming and making sure that I hit all my land drops? Didn't shuffle again. So if I do loam, I'm getting hit by a surgical probably. How am I getting hit by surgical? Oh, yeah, I'll loam and see what happens. Yikes. Those were some good cards, but I didn't have the lands for them, but yeah. Okay, let's just go for something. It's we're getting our lands. We have all our lands. We've got that out of the way. They can surgical, but yeah, they get the wastelands or whatever. It's not a huge issue. Okay, and we pass. Now every turn that passes, they're getting cards. So we have to draw something good to kind of overrun them. If they play a pyro, it's kind of bad news. I can play around the days, which is good. Okay, they're playing a ponder probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna click 6 here. Yeah. Once Dread Horde starts attacking, like what I do need here is probably an abrupt decay, just a very clean answer to the whole situation. They don't have green mana. It's a very good answer here. Yeah. And again, they don't shuffle. Another Dreadhorde. This is bad. This is bad. It's bad news. And no, I'm not going to do that. That's unfortunate. Okay, now we're in a kind of situation where we have to put a stop and begin combat. The opponent's turn and probably cast the Golgari Charm. It just feels terrible, this whole thing. All of it. And maybe play a Wasteland. Maybe I can waste them later. But yeah, let's... okay, we've got nothing to do, basically. Well, they didn't actually... They're only going to get one card, so I'm trading 1 for 1. Do I want to do that? Like, it's probably better. In this case, it's probably better to let it go through. Because they don't have multiple ones. Yeah, that's really good against Pyro, so I'm happy with that. But they're going to have counters in their hand. I can play around daisies or anything like that. Can't play around force. Yeah. What's that? Waiting for server. I just disconnected. Not impossible. Yeah, I wonder, is it my issue or their issue? It's not very, yeah. It's not very clear, let's put it that way. Should I reconnect? Yeah, let me just try to access something on the internet and see. Yeah, I can access anything else. Okay. So yeah, that's good. But I can't actually access. Yeah, this. So maybe I restart. I'm not really sure. Maybe I close this and let me try that. No, cancel. I don't want to concede this. What do I actually do here? Hide event, cancel. I don't want to concede this match. How do I actually close this client and rejoin? Or it could be a kind of wider issue with Magic Online. Let Let me try. I'll try closing all windows. Yes, I'll do that, and then I'll rejoin and see what happens. I don't think I was winning that match, just to be fair. Like it seems very unlikely they did get me. But yeah, let's see. Okay. I think that's the right username and password. Okay, might all be loading now. Let's see how it goes. Something's happening. Something's happening. Yeah, it hasn't even loaded the player name, so. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I'm assuming I've rejoined now. This is on the stack. They're still offline. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. There's no server thing here. There's nothing really happening. Okay, this is happening, right? Right. I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah. Maybe that's not a great idea because then I can't play around days with a 3 drop. Yeah, that's pretty good, but I mean I've got enough lands here. That's the good news. The good news is I've got enough lands. Oh, the bad news is that they're wastelanding me. The even worse news is that I'm going to loam. Yeah, I'm going to loam. These would have been excellent cards. Well, not the Castle Lochthwain, so I guess yeah, that's fair enough. So play the swamp, cast a Mox Diamond. Maybe they should have days there just because they have so much so ahead, but I don't really know. I'll get rid of the Dark Depths. I feel like I just need. Oh no, the Marsh Flat's probably better because I can just get back everything. 1, 2, and 3. I'll pay that. So I guess one of the things to consider here is me never dropping a forest. If I remember correctly, Submerge is one of those cards that needs a forest on the other end. So if I never drop a forest and I just drop Dark Depths Thespian, and they've already prayed their one Brazen Borrower, maybe something happens. But they're getting even more cards. I think they're pretty far away from casting Brazen Borrower, which is pretty cool. So they've used 1 for no cards, and they only have 2 cards in hand, even though they've been doing Dreadhorde Arcanist for so long. Why would they fetch there? Oh yeah, they had seen the top of their deck, maybe? Yeah, probably. Okay, I'm just gonna press 6 and is this again waiting for server? Okay. This is not going well. This is definitely not going well. Just don't know if it's me. I suspect it's not me. Okay. Nope. We're back in. definitely have enough time here to do something. It's looking unlikely, but you know, if they don't have a counter and we just draw a Toxic Deluge, that's not a bad situation for us. Nope, not doing that. That is the worst draw. So I think here in their upkeep, at the beginning of your upkeep, yeah, they're going to look at something. I'm going to cast the Golgari Charm, thus negating all three. That might be a good move. And I'm going to get a... play a... Yeah, I'll play a Norborg. Okay, so that's my plan right now. Maybe a Wasteland would have been better, now that I think about it. Okay, so now we're doing that. So no Veil against this. Daze doesn't work, and it stops their whole thing for a turn. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. Okay. Now, Brazen Borrow would probably be not that great, but okay. This is probably bad news right now. Bad news. They're making a... Oh no, they're getting a 3/3. Yeah, it's a 2/2 actually. That's weird. Yeah. I guess it doesn't change that much. That's something. I'll take anything. Toxic Deluge now gives me a fighting chance of something. I'm definitely not doing that. Huh. Well. I'm playing around Daze by playing Dark Depths. And also I could just draw a Thespian stage and just go off. Or a Living Wish. I feel I have to go for this. I don't think it gets much better than this one. Yeah, Brazen Borrow and another Elk will kill me very quickly. Brazen Borrow will kill me really quickly, but what can I do? If I don't do this, then I'm facing... Maybe they even have a Bolt in hand. I'm just dead. But yeah, I've got nothing else. Okay. Here we go. I've literally got nothing else, so... Let's see. And I don't have my Vraska, which would have been great here, because even gaining 1 life is like just a lifesaver sometimes. Okay, here we go. We've cleared the board. They still have Brazen Borrower, which is a big threat. I'm just going to click 6 and let them play out whatever they want. Got enough lands. At least that's true. I mean, yeah, I can get the 20/20 to block the Brazen Borrower. Then they're going to Elk it, which doesn't really do anything to me. So what do I need to do then? Draw an Abrupt Decay. Let them hit me with a Brazen Borrow. Draw a 20/20 after that. Because they're going to Elk the... Like, me attacking them doesn't really do anything, right? Or does it? I think I'm going to draw here. Yeah, I'm going to draw. Okay, okay. So I don't want them to create a food, well, to create a 3/3. Equally, if they have a bolt in their hand, I'm just dead. Um, and I can't even play Smallpox, which is my favorite thing. And my fetch lands are offline. Not gonna lie, this is looking pretty bad. But I think this is. Oh no, wait. I've done this. I've done this mistake many times. No. Okay, this is gonna take some time. Okay. Um, they can obviously play a Brazen Borrower now, which is probably the right thing for them to do. I mean, I feel like it's definitely the right thing for them to do. Okay. Oh, I've got nothing, and also Smallpox now doesn't help me anymore. Yikes! Not even the best card in the deck helps me. Uh, yeah. Or a Lightning Bolt kills me. Either way. Red Source. Surprise. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Did we get unlucky? I don't think we got unlucky. I think they overloaded us with Dreadhorde Arcanists. Like if their Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks 2-3 times, then I'm probably dead. Yeah, I did a bunch of loams and maybe got rid of a few things that I should have kept. Yeah. Okay. Let's return to details, and it's a 1-2 against Rug Delver. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Let's go into our next one. That was, I feel like that was kind of a weird version of Rug Delver playing Pyromancer and Dreadhorde. Probably, how many Okos? Like 2, 3, maybe? The problem is with these things, like Pyro can get out of hand, Dreadhorde can get out of hand, Oka can get out of hand. Yeah, you see the pattern there. Like every single card is almost a must answer, except for Delver, weirdly, which at least gives you a few turns, doesn't give them card advantage. Um, yeah, I think Chalice would have been great there, obviously. And they didn't seem to have any counter magic. Like I didn't really see anything. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. But still a pretty good game, I'd say. Pretty competitive. I think I was kind of in it for a bit. Corignoli, would I like to play first? No. Wow, this is also a very tough hand. This is a 2-lander that I hate to keep. Will I actually draw lands is the question. They begin with 7. I've mulliganed quite a bit in these last matches. I mean, if I knew that we weren't playing Wasteland, then dropping Sylvan would obviously be nice. They could kill that. Another well, not blue source, black source would be great. I feel this is like hanging from a thread, this whole hand. I'm just going to mulligan it. Okay. Not great. At least it has lands, right? And I hope I don't draw too many other lands. But I can fetch for my basic, drop a Castle Lochthwain after that, and be able to... What do I put at the bottom? Vraska is good if I actually get there. Maybe Castle Lochthwain. Oh no, but that's double black. Thespian. So yeah, I mean, my deck has an awful mana base. I'm getting rid of the forest, and I'm just leaning into the let's hope that they do not have wasteland. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Oh no, death and taxes. Yeah, this could be really bad for me. This could be really bad. This could be really bad, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What if they follow up with Thalia? What do I get here? I mean, there are many worse things that they could follow up with that destroy me. I feel that wasteland, for example. Oh, they're just casting the Thalia straight up. Okay. I think we're at the point where we're kind of, I hate to say it right now, but we're fighting for our life. It's really soon to be saying that in the game, but they have Ether Vial. They can just bring in anything they want. They're going to be up to Flicker Wisp before we can cast anything. I guess they could Wasteland our Wasteland, or we could Wasteland there so that they don't get a 3-drop. What 3-drop would they get? Yeah, well, let's let them go like that, and then we can at least kill their Aether Vial or their Thalia. And then if we can drop a Vraska, so if end of turn we could kill Thalia, drop a Vraska. I feel that's something. Oh boy, we're in for a bad time here. I can tell. I've got enough experience. Okay, yeah, this is like the start that I fear the most because Abrupt Decay doesn't do anything suddenly, and I don't have any sweepers in the main. They're attacking me. That's fine. I guess I have to drop the Sylvan, right? So let's try to do that. With double Bayou. Double Bayou. What does that mean? Does that help me? Or a forest, but then I can't get black. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they can get rid of the Sylvan, although they have that new thing, I think, that gets rid of permanence, right? That they could play. They're already way ahead. This feels pretty bad right now. This feels like a bad situation for me. I don't think they can get rid of both my bayous, can they? Like, if they had 2 wastelands, that would be really bad. Let's try this. I'm still uncertain about it. And they might just completely own the card, and we'll see what happens. Like a blast zone right about now. Like a nice blast zone would be cool. Stoneforge Mystic. Yikes. End of turn. They've got a decent hand, I have to say. It's decent. That's what it is. It's a decent hand. So they can drop Batterskull in also, in addition to the other nightmares I'm facing. Okay. But maybe I can Not sure do what. I can Living Wish for a, yeah, Plague Engineer, and that'll get rid of 2 of their creatures, and that plays around Thalia, the actual the Plague Engineer. It's not taxed, so that's something. And then Batterskull, it blocks Batterskull also. That is something. Although, yes, they could have swords. I have to admit, not a great situation. Not a great situation. So I would like to fetch, actually. So what do I do? I don't think like drawing an extra card means that 2, 3, 4, another 4, 8. And then what do I do? Then I'm pretty much dead, right? I think I'm pretty much dead anyways. I'm just going to do that. Fetch now. I don't know why even. Get that. I have a second black in my hand. And just I guess go for that. And that's probably what I should have done a lot earlier, now that I think about it. Although they would have gone the Stoneforge Mystic down anyways, so it's not really like I've missed something, or this doesn't help in any way against what I'm facing. I'm just going to do it. And they could play Flicker Wisp and completely cause a few issues. Okay. So they get that in, and then they play Flicker Wisp on the Ether Vial. They could play Flicker Wisp on the Ether Vial, I guess. Yeah. I feel like playing first against D&T is starting to sound a lot better. Like just getting Thalia down, like it's like playing against the constant days. So let's see what he aims to save. Is this what that's targeting? Oh, yeah. Is that the target? Exile another target permanent. I guess it's the Ether Vial that they're targeting. Yeah. So they had kind of everything here. I think I'm just gonna go to game number 2. I feel like this was a ridiculously good start from them, but I mean that's what the deck does. I feel like I have a lot of stuff against them. I feel like I really have quite a few things, and I have some clear things that I want to take out. Um, hmm. Yeah, and definitely the Toxic Deluge. And yeah, This seems pretty good. Now the question is Chalice good enough? Because will they take out their swords? Probably not. Should I leave a Chalice in case I can play it and deploy it quickly, and just play around swords and be able to just push my combo in, even though they have swords, Caracas, and Flicker Wisp. Sorcerer's Spyglass is pretty good against Ether Vial, Rishadenport, Mother of Runes. What else? Those are good reasons. I guess Ether Vial is the main thing, and just knowing what they have in their hand is actually the other best thing about it. Loam and Crucible aren't bad just because they allow me to make sure that I have my lands. Yeah, I feel like Chalice is probably the worst thing. Trinisphere, is Trinisphere better than Chalice? It definitely allows them only to deploy one thing unless they have Ether Vial. And it means I can lock them out with a bunch of smallpoxes and wastelands and whatnot. I might just leave it like this. Yeah, this answers enough. Return to nature. Golgari Charm is a good sweeper. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to stick with my technique here. What I'd like to play first. They had a really good start. But like what would constitute a bad start that I can do well against? I might just try going first and see what happens. And mulligan, yeah. It's not going great, I have to say. It's not going great. At least here I know I can get my Sylvan down. I feel like probably a Crucible is better just because it doesn't use mana, so even if they have something there, yeah, it works for me. Okay, so I'm putting this at the bottom. It is 3 mana, but I am starting. Let's see how this goes. He kept 7. I'm just passing. I do have a lot of non-basics here, so there is a chance that they just win. Okay, that's a problem always. We do have a lot of answers in our deck for that. Well, I feel like Sylvan here is the right choice, and I can do it by playing Nurturing Peatland. Or is it Verdant? Verdant is better. Yeah, I'm just going to go that way. Maybe they try to do something weird. I guess if they have a Thalia, I'm still in the same situation as before, but at least I can play my Living Wish, get my Plague Engineer, deploy it, and at least get rid of the Thalia. And then I have Sylvan down, Flagstones. That's just so annoying. Why did people start playing Flagstones? That's the big question I have. When and why? Something relevant would be nice. I'm not sure what it is, though. Return to nature. I don't even know if that's relevant. So put on top. Fetch. Well, I can fetch later, but lest I forget, I'm going to be fetching now. Getting my Bayou. Destroying target artifact. And yeah. This is going to be a lot of damage very quickly. Okay, they didn't have anything to put in. That's pretty good for us. So we're going to see 3 fresh new cards next turn. Flagstones is annoying because it just Smallpox doesn't do anything anymore, or does very limited things that aren't great. And then this happens. Okay. This is a spirit that flies, right? Yeah, that's a good answer to everything. It's also a good answer to 4 mana things like, yeah, even Jace can be answered with that. I wish I had like something that's an answer to all permanents under 4 mana. I do not, however. Um, hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of the Thalia and have a bit more. Like, they don't have a huge clock, which is good for me, I feel. And I could start recurring Nurturing Peatland at some point. So they really can't play any other humans for now, at least for this turn. But I'm already running kind of out of life. A 4 mana. Is it Cataclysm? Cataclysm, and I'd get a 2/2, I guess. Huh. That would be pretty bad. Is it 4 mana Cataclysm? No, they're playing an Ether Vial so that they can play Cataclysm next turn. Yeah. So I'm not going to play my land. 2 can play this game. This is... I don't know if this is a recommended thing, but next turn, if I remember to fetch, I can play my Plague Engineer and then play my Liliana. And maybe that's good enough. Or if they Cataclysm, might be in trouble. But would they do that? I don't see how that could help them. I'm running low on life, which is also a concern. Okay. They got their Batterskull. They just have too many different... well, these 2 are cores, but I feel like that's completely ridiculous to do. I think I have to get... oh, I didn't remember to fetch. Okay, so I've probably lost this one. Well, that was good. Or have I guess is the question. I guess they can't play the Batterskull now. I can play the Plague Engineer next turn. I can play this one, which is 4 mana. I'm starting to think that D&T is a very bad matchup for me. Now they've just like very simply overrun me without doing much, and like having 4 cards in hand. I haven't hit their cards in their hand. I'm just looking at the cards that I have, and I haven't really done anything, it seems. Yeah, it's pretty annoying that way, but oh, that's not a flying. Oh, yeah, okay. That's something. That's something. See, we've got a silver lining there. Hopefully they don't have a one drop. Yeah, that they can just vial in. That would be pretty annoying. But they had a vial on one before and they didn't put anything in. But they could have drawn it always. It's not like unreasonable. Um, so if they get rid of Skyclave, whatever, then I get a 2/2, right? Which is not worth a Sylvan Library. But I have a bunch of things to block a bit and to kind of, do something, right? Yeah, and then I can start drawing cards with Nurturing Peatland every turn. Blaststone is probably going to be useful coming up in the next few turns. So, yeah, it's not the best place to be. It's not the worst one either. Yeah, let's see if we can escape from this game. They've got 5 cards in hand. I just wonder what they have. I'm thinking one of them is a sword. Well, right. Um, that's a problem. That is a problem. It's definitely a problem. So what do we need? A Sorcerer's Spyglass right now wouldn't be bad. We have 2 draws to it. I guess I could go for a really big blast zone type thing, but that is the most useless card I've seen. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to tick up. So I've got 3, 4. I guess Cabal Pit is soon going to be coming online, and this 5/5 is indestructible, which is not the best thing I've heard all day. They might attack Liliana, which is not terrible for me, but it's not great. It's not great though in any way. Okay. Well, let's go for number 2. Second card. Living Wish. Living Wish for what though? Let's view our sideboard. I don't think I have anything against this matchup. I think this is just, and they have Caracas already. Vampire Hexmage blocks tokens for days. Yeah, I mean, I've done worse things. Do I want to go up to 2 tokens though here? Or do I want to? No, I can't use the Blast Zone right now. I like to get rid of the Ether Vial, but I feel like the Ether Vial is not the biggest issue here. Vampire Hexmage can get rid of Gideon. No, wait. And And I've already played a land, right? So if we can survive this, and they might go for the Liliana, which is absolutely great for us. They're not dropping Battle yet. We're getting rid of Gideon next turn. They're up to Flicker Wisp, Ether Vial. It just keeps getting worse and worse. We could destroy the Ether Vial before we do anything. That's a thing we could do. Creature control get +1/+1. This is not a bad card. I don't understand why this wouldn't be played, or why I haven't seen it in so long. This does many relevant things for D&T. It's 4 mana, which is a lot. But what is not relevant here? Like even the +1/+1, that new card that gives +1/+1 tokens. This is like that, but it's an emblem, so it's much better. So you wouldn't do that now. You'd have to tick up, I'm guessing. Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp the illusion. And then attack Liliana the Veil with both. That's fine. We don't mind losing Liliana the Veil. But is this all a ruse? Like a big ruse of, oh, I've used my Flicker Wisp, so I don't have another one. So I can rest assured that I'm fine. And I can just cast my Vampire Hexmage straight into another Flicker Wisp. It could be. Oh. Attacking me. Oh, right. Well. Well. All right. Okay. Yeah, that Batterskull coming in now is not going to be good news for me. So I feel like... Oh, I drew a card. I felt like I had to fetch this to get another card in here. So I can do Cabal Pit, Vampire Hexmage. They sacrifice a creature. Okay, let's start with this. We're going to have to use it. Yeah, that's a living weapon. I mean, do I have enough to do anything? I'm facing I'm facing 3 threats. So, Cabal Pit will take care of this one. Vampire Hexmage will take care of this one. And Liliana will take care of this one. Do I have enough mana to do this whole thing? So number 1 is definitely fetching this. I think I'm missing 1 mana or something like that. I'm definitely fetching this because I need to bring the Cabal Pit online. Getting my Bayou. I have 6 cards. So I have to play this one. Yeah, I'm missing 1 mana. That's not great. What else could I do, though? Gear ally becomes a 5/5 human soldier ally creature with indestructible. That's still a planeswalker. So can I, maybe in response, kill that next turn? I'm definitely going to play that. Let's face that, right? Yeah, this is a shame not having that 1 extra land, because then that got rid of all 3 creatures, and that leaves me with a Liliana on the board, which is probably not great. I mean, they could have something else in their hand, but yeah, we'll never know, I think. How can I make them, like, force them to make a mistake then? If I ask them to sacrifice a creature with Liliana to begin with, they're going to get rid of Flicker Wisp. Yeah, I'll play what I can, I think. Yeah, it's the best I can do. Hoping there's no, like, way to actually do this that I'm missing. And if they have a Flicker Wisp, it just makes it much easier, the whole thing, right? Then I had 0 chances always. So they had the third Flicker Wisp, or no, second Flicker Wisp. Yeah, second one. So yeah, I can concede here. That was a major beating, and it seems like D&T is always a major beating. So I think I have to work on that. Maybe getting more sweepers, maybe doing something a bit better. I'm not sure exactly what I should do against that matchup. Going on the play seems a bit better, and especially when they get Thalia, like, it just affects my entire deck. Thalia is just so brutal. And that new card that just answers any permanent is even more brutal. Yeah. I didn't draw any smallpoxes, so, I mean, smallpoxes are usually good, although I find that they usually play 1 Flagstones, and that they always draw it against me. So, maybe not that good. Okay. Let's leave that in the past and go to the future and see what we can do now in the next match. No, I will not play first. Okay. We got a hand that is keepable, at least. That's something, because we've had trouble, quite a bit of trouble. I'm going to remove this and that from their side. I don't think I'm pausing there at all. I'm going to remove that. Okay. Maybe leaving up Abrupt Decay would have been better. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. Let's see if they have Stifle. They could be Show and Tell, right? Like, it's not impossible for them to be Show and Tell. Got a few too many lands. I'm just gonna pass. And they play Oko, I play Abrupt Decay. I hopefully draw something and untap to actually play it. That would be a nice experience. Okay, I was expecting something snowy. But it could just be, yeah, Omnitel. 2 islands, plains. Now I don't know what I'm playing against. maybe it's just miracles or to fairy, which basically, yeah, means that I can't can't actually cast the abrupt. Oh right, yeah, sure. Um, okay, they're just going to draw a card, or not. Yeah, they drew a card. Um, this is just so unfortunate. This whole situation. um, yeah, the good news is that I can do that. I can play around Spell Pierce. I can play around blah blah all these things, and do that, and probably that, targeting them. So that brings us back to level. Ponder and Brainstorm, not the best things I've ever seen. Um, and then I think I'm just gonna this is gonna keep taking up and down, up and down. It's gonna get on my nerves. I'm gonna get another. Is it a forest? Yeah, they could play back to basics. Oh no, it's incorrect. And let's see. Yeah. So we're not in the best situation. We're not down on cards. Like it's 4 permanents against 3. They're probably the better longer term deck though, the grinder deck. So I need to do something. I need to drop that Dark Depths. Forest. And maybe a Jace comes down here and Brainstorm. I need like one of my planeswalkers basically to try to get ahead, like Liliana, and just keep ticking up to hit their hand, and then try to get Smallpox off and Dark Depths combo off, and kind of go that way. They've got Oro. Okay, that was pretty much expected. So they cycled that. So a Living Wish right now wouldn't be bad. Right. Okay. Um, yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie here. That's probably not what I was looking for. I can draw a card and lose 4 life, which is a Sylvan Library essentially. Um, I think I'm going to do that just because it's something to do. They're going to have good mana always. I mean, but if they don't draw a land, or they drew their land, maybe they can cast Aura now, which I'll follow up with the Smallpox and try to get into the game that way. Oh no, yeah, they can cast Aura with Arcum's Astrolabe. But now I'm starting to trade negative. Like trading with Aura is just a nightmare. Yeah, there's just no way to trade against it. All right. But I'm feeling like they might not run swords at least, or they might run less swords. Yeah, I'm going to lose 4 life. It's just a Sylvan. I draw kind of an irrelevant card. Not great, not great, I have to say. I think Big Pox is like something that I want to start doing because it would feel great, like to hit 2 of their lands, hit their 1 creature. So Smallpox here, and then Living Wish for Bajuka Bog, like kind of solves this thing by like just it's like the final, like that's it. That could be interesting. What do I want to get rid of? Do they get rid of Mox Diamond? With Thoko, they could get rid of it. Castle Lochthwain seems good. Maybe I just get rid of the force, and I kind of assume that they don't play back to basic also in the rain. It's quite an assumption there. But I can get a swamp. I can get a swamp, right? If I can get a swamp, then I'm just going to get rid of the swamp. Now the question could have been, I could have gone for the combo straight up here, right? But it needs 2 turns. And because they're 22 life, and I feel they'll probably have some of those like flying blockers. Like I don't think that would have worked. It would have been too many turns against a blue deck. That's better search. Now they have all those cards in there, but are they counting on this? Would they suspect a Bajuka Baka for that? Would they even counter a Living Wish? Like most people don't counter the Wish, but on the other hand, you can't counter the land. So some people counter the Wish. Okay. Okay, now we're in trouble because now they can just recast Uro. Um, I see what's happening. Yeah, they can recast Uro. It's definitely going to be a problem. And they can keep drawing cards. Like if it remains unanswered for a turn, and it comes into play, and then they also attack. Basically, I've lost. There's no like other way to see it. The good news is I'm losing life, but at least I'm going to be drawing cards with Castle Lochthwain. But I'm at 13 already, so I don't feel like that's like the best thing to be doing. And they're probably looking for a swords right now, or like a bunch of coatls and like strixes, or maybe they don't run strix actually. Yeah, so they're not casting it this turn, which is interesting. I would have straight up cast it there. I wonder why they didn't cast it. So 5 cards, 5 other cards. Yeah, why not cast it and play Ponders? Why would they play that then? That also seems suspect. I guess we can go for it at the end of their turn and get 20 life and start drawing cards with Castle Lochthwain. I mean, I've heard of worse plans. Ice Fang, right? I guess the interesting thing about it is, yeah, they can block with Ice Fang, but it is 2 swings only, and it blocks their Uro, so that they can draw. They can't really draw cards with Uro. So I think I'm making it at the end of the turn, and if I gain 20 life, and then Castle Lochthwain becomes legitimate, I believe. Yeah. Or they do that. Was that like a natural miracle? Yeah, how many angels would they get? How much does this actually cost? I'm guessing it's X white for the miracle. I can actually see the card. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'm going to respond in any way. So yeah, it is white. White, and they get 4 angels, right? So I get 3 angels. So I make a 20-20. Then I kill their Ice Fang somehow. This is all like a... Yeah, I'll make a 20-20 because I'm running out of time. I think it's something to do. It's legitimate. I'm going to keep this one without the counters, and I'll get a 20-20. Sure. Okay. That's pretty annoying. Okay. Yeah, it would have been better to do the 20-20 in retrospect at a different time. I guess what is the thing here? If I don't attack, they'll attack me all. Okay, they'll attack me. Will they attack me? They might just play Oro. So they're going to play Oro anyways, right? They're going to gain life. Because if they weren't gaining life, I would have banked on drawing another smallpox. Oh no, and then just killing myself. Okay. I can't fetch. I'm just going to pass the turn. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just passing the turn. Very normal stuff. If they don't attack and they just play the Oro, I can always block an angel with Merit Lage, obviously. Yeah, then the Oro comes in, and then I'm trying to answer it somehow. I'm starting to think that, though I think I play against Oro enough that I need main deck answers. And the absolute best answers is, well, Extirpate or something ridiculous like that, or Bajuka Bog in the main, like a couple of Bajuka Bogs just to really punish every single graveyard deck. And all these non-graveyard decks that use the graveyard better than the graveyard decks. Yeah. They didn't attack. So what am I going to do? Draw cards. I like drawing cards. Okay, we got rid of the oh, okay. All right, I see. I see what's going on here. Basically, they're attacking now, and I'm losing. Okay, let's concede this game. Yikes! That was Uro doing their thing. I'm fairly certain there's an Oko somewhere in there. Like if there's no Oko, this seems really unlikely. Smallpox is probably not that great. Hate to bring them out, but that's the truth. Deluge and Golgari Charm, they're playing Miracles, so I wonder if they bring in Mentor or something ridiculous like that. Engineer Explosives, I don't think they run Counterbalance, but Abrupt Decay is good against that anyways. I think I have to play this just to combat Oro. It's ridiculous, like using so many slots and taking out other cards that could be good just to combat that. And then I'll get rid of a Trinisphere. Probably Chalice also. Yeah, Return to Nature is a good all-arounder, but maybe something like To Apply Pressure One Tomb Stalker that applies pressure. Oh, the Bitter Blossom. That's actually good. Okay. No, I will not play first, but I'll have to play a lot faster. Yeah, good enough. I'll draw, like, this is going to be a really slow game, so I'm going to draw into whatever I need. I have an answer to Oko. Let's go. And I've got the mana that I need. This is an Astrolabe, probably. Okay. Okay. I do have part of the combo also, which is not bad. And just playing a Spyglass out is something that I think is nice, just to see their hand. I'm probably naming Oko. Or if they get really greedy with like fetching islands, we could name Astrolabe, unless it is a mana ability. Is it a mana ability? No, I don't think it is. The Astrolabe one. Okay. My great draws continue. Let's see. Looking at their hand is really valuable, actually. Oko, Teferi, Snapcaster, Fortuna. So they have a bunch of things there. And they have a Tundra. That's not bad. I mean, they can play something and... Yeah. So I think I'm naming Oko, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oko, Thief of Crowns. Okay. We're done. Next turn, I'm actually going to go after Wastelanding them. Because they're going to cast a Fairy, right? And bounce their Astrolabe. What if they draw... I mean, they already have a Mystic, but the Mystic thing... Oh, they're bouncing that. Okay. That sucks a bit. That's just not... That's not very nice, I have to say. Not very nice. Are they going to look to counter that? If they force it, I have no problem with that. Because I have the Abrupt Decay in my hand. Yeah, I feel like unless they drew a land, like within those two, well, actually three draws. I see the problem now. Like Mystic Sanctuary comes into play tapped, right? So, yeah, they can do that. They drew a land. Okay. I was hoping that it would get like a little bit of leeway there. But no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Well, okay. Let's just kill them both. Say goodbye to both of them. Discard depths. Play that one. Fetch that. Oh, I wish I had Vraska here. It would just be just incredible. Just incredible. But I'm just going to go for the kill both their planeswalkers. Although they've gotten value from one already. They're probably going to complain about double abrupt decay. But they could have drawn an aura for all we know and just go off like, or they could be searching for an aura. But yeah, Nashiok is not a bad situation now. It also cuts off all the fetch lands, which is something I forget. So it's not, it's like a really good card. Okay. All right. Well, we hit absolutely nothing. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe playing depths there would be right, actually. It would have allowed me to just go straight for the combo and forget anything that they're doing, even if they're casting aura or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're at 17. I clicked 6. Yeah, okay. This is just I should never click 6, I think. This is what I'm learning now. Yeah, I just shouldn't use that button. It's not. Did they do the exact same thing? Who knows? Yeah. They can't cast. Oh, they can cast that. Ah, they're just so good. All right. We'll never know if they drew it that turn. We'll never know, and hopefully, I never find out. I could have left Abrupt Decay up, which is clearly what I should have done. But yeah, they're at 20. I'm hoping to get a 20-20, but they could have equally a bounce spell or swords in their thing. Okay, now if this resolves, this isn't a bad situation. I'm going to leave Abrupt Decay up this time. Unfortunately for us, they have the answer, and now they're going to get ahead on like hundreds of cards. So I feel like we're not in a good position, and I think most people would feel that. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's not worth to do the blast zone, right? They have 3 of those. It's still not trading in a good way. It's just like such a like feel bad situation, right? The blast zone. It doesn't trade in a good way. But it cuts them off certain mana. Like it doesn't cut them off anything because they can even cast aura like that. What would be nice though is if, yeah, I think I might do it. I don't think going for the tokens here is a valid strategy. I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 tokens a turn, which is 3 to 4 turns. But I feel like they probably have that covered. So, yeah, sure. Probably leaving up Abrupt Decay would be better. But we have so much mana, we can actually cast anything in our deck and Abrupt Decay next turn, because 4 drop is the highest we have. But here they go with their auras. I'm starting to see why having a really good draw engine might be a good idea in a deck. Especially like a draw engine like this, which seems almost unfair. Almost. I'm not going to say that it's unfair. Well, actually, yeah. Maybe it is unfair. Is there a point in abrupt decaying this? They'll keep attacking, getting more cards, I guess. At least the opposite allows them to, well, forces them to have to, I don't know, use their mana. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. And they can cast it like pretty much the 5 cost for Legacy, the 5 escape cost is pretty much non-existent, I feel. They can fill the graveyard. It's like 1 fetch land, 1 ponder, and I don't know, whatever else they're doing. 8 ice counters. We're living the dream. Okay, they have 1 more time to cast it, so we've kind of like maybe 6 for 1'd ourselves, or something similar to that. It seems pretty bad given that they have a full hand of 7. This is not bad. I could actually activate this now and see what we draw, and then just cast it now that they're tapped out. Yeah, or I could draw that, I guess. I've drawn my 4 abrupt decays, so I don't have any answers to Oko even. Well, and 1 sorcerer spyglass. So if they play a Noko, I'm kind of dead. Maybe I should have thought of that before casting all of those. But the problem, if I let Uro attack, it's just even worse. So yeah, what can I do? Uro gains them life and draws cards. I can do the same, but I have to use yeah, I have to use my mana. I have to use like 4 lands for that every turn. They have to attack every turn, but it's not bad to attack exactly with a 6/6. It's usually the biggest creature around. Okay. Okay, they have nothing in their graveyard. Can we answer that? They have 9 cards in their hand, though, so I feel like they might have an answer to whatever we have. And we don't have any more abrupt decays. So even if we have Rasco or I don't know, Liliana or oh, they're hitting Ashiok. Yeah, I'm not running anymore, so that's good. But that was the extra card that they had. Um, Not gonna lie, this seems like a bad situation that I'm in right now. I don't think I'm making it out of this one. I don't even think I can afford to do this end of turn. I think I'm going to go for my forest here. Just to get rid of like the 1 fetchable land that I have in the deck. Yeah, I think I have to do this now. Yeah, I mean, Let's see, would they counter this one? I think I just have to keep casting things into them, right? Keep casting things until maybe something. They're drawing cards though also, so I don't think anything will resolve. Like actually, keep casting things into them and getting rid of their kind of force of wills and whatever it is. 2 for wanting them. Yeah. Okay. So they're going to go up to 6 cards. Um, what if they don't actually run swords to plowshares? I mean, that seems ridiculous to say. They're running white, but what if they don't? This isn't like, I don't think this is kind of a standard deck or anything with Entreat the Angels in it. And what would they use black for? Plague Engineer, Baleful Strix, Surgical, I guess, doesn't really need mana. Gonna get a force back? Yeah. So basically, I have to top deck here and a bunch of other things. I have to top deck like 2 or 3 things. Hmm. I think it's probably safe to concede now. Yeah, I mean, gets to a point where like even the most positive person can't beat the other deck. Uh, yeah, yeah, I think it's a tough one. Yeah, okay. I think I'll leave it at that for tonight. Not a great start. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some better luck. Cool. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Okay, let's jump straight into it. Yeah, 3 losses in the first 3 matches, but hopefully this goes a bit better. But of course, it could go a lot worse. Let's see what we'll get. Okay, we got a game. And we have a very peculiar hand, which I think is probably not good enough. Would be good against a very specific deck, I think. So against something that plays a creature, like if a Mother Runes came down, I'd be going for a Smallpox, hopefully into Trinisphere, and then into Liliana. But I think I'm on the draw. Maybe I'll just keep it and see what happens. I've kept worse hands. The double Mox Diamond doesn't bother me because I can pitch 1 to Smallpox, so that's absolutely fine. And hopefully we draw 1 more land. If we draw 1 more land, this is actually an excellent hand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a much needed land. So I think we can just start with playing. Would it be Cabal Pit? They do have a polluted delta. I could start with a Mox Diamond and see if they daze that. Okay, I'll get rid of that. And I think play my ball pit. Play it and then just pass the turn. This is a bit of a weird start, I feel, for me also. I don't have anything proactive I can play. Like that's pretty normal though for me. Hopefully they don't kind of bounce my Mox Diamond or something like that with a Brazen Bar or okay. This was what I was hoping to see in a way. Um, and what I can do against this is play my Blast Zone and then just cast my Smallpox. If it resolves, that's good. If not, I'm looking for Trinisphere next turn. Yeah. Oh, we'll see what we can do next turn. Okay. Okay, discarding a card. What should it be? I think it should be the Mox Diamond. Yeah, definitely. I think we talked about this before. We'll stick to our plan. And then I think I'm getting rid of the Blast Zone. Just because, yeah. I mean, it could be very dangerous also. Yeah, it could be dangerous. If they play a Wasteland now, then I'm not in a great situation. Or Brazen Borrower is also pretty good. They're pondering and probably hoping to find a land, I'm guessing. In which case I should be deploying, well, if I draw land, it should be one of these two, Transfer Liliana. If I don't draw land, I'm looking to get a land with get Thespian Stage with Living Wish, or maybe Pachuca Bog actually. Might not be that bad. They got rid of Tarmogoyf. That's interesting that they discarded that. Maybe they were down to one land and they thought, you know, they couldn't, they weren't going to be sure about finding another one. They didn't shuffle, they drew, and they don't play land. That's really interesting. That's not a great draw for us, but we can at least cast something and go with that and see what happens. They're dazing it. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much expected. Now we need to draw land. The good thing is we've set them back a turn, so we basically have 1 or 2 turns to actually draw it. They've cast Delver. And okay, that does something. It's not terrible. It does something, but they could have another daze always. Okay, Dreadhorde and Tarmogoyf. That's what we had. This isn't a great situation because I thought we had them in a lock, and now they're slowly slipping away. But we've got plenty of health. We need a couple of lands. Spell Pierce is really good draw for them. Excellent draw. Because they're basically countering our next thing. If push comes to shove, I guess we could. Oh, well, that's basically better than anything else. Actually, let's let them play on for a bit. And we can do it on their turn. And then we have Cabal Pit on, but that uses one of our lands, so it's not something that we really want to do. Okay. Yeah, they can do that. Do we wait for the Dread Horde? I'm okay just taking this 3 damage. Okay, yeah, that was probably wrong. But at least we get to do this. Hopefully they don't have a fail or something like that. And then we can go for this, which they will probably look to spell pierce, I'm guessing. The problem is Cabal Pit now is really costing us. Okay. Can't pay for that. But hopefully Liliana can kind of end this. And then Vraska can give us some health back. I fear that Oko's coming. Yeah, that's a... So... they could hit the Mox Diamond. It's not a bad move, I would say, but not 100% sure about it. I know that if we get another land, we're definitely dropping Vraska and killing Oko. And then hopefully... Yeah, they hit that, huh? I think I have to go for this. Yeah. It's a shame because if they haven't done that, so yeah, at least they won't be able to create any creatures anytime soon, or I can at least kill their creature with Liliana. So I think I'm in an okay-ish position, depending what they do, obviously. Yeah. I should have probably copied the value with Thespian Sage. That was a bit, yeah, that was a bit bad on my end. Oh, that is just, that's really good. I got mega punished for not doing this. Incredibly punished. Because now I don't even have the mana to do that. I thought they would brick, and now now they have Oko up. Oh no. Oh no. I should have copied. Yeah, I should have copied that because then this would have been an abrupt decay, sacrifice, kill Oko, completely in the driver's seat. I messed this up. I messed this up definitely. And I can't. Yeah, I can just block and do this again. Yeah, I feel like keeping the abrupt decay, that gives me an out to Oko because now I can do the whole thing again. Okay, they declare attackers. Yep. So a land that creates mana. Oh, it has trample. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And a Delver and another. Okay. I think this is going to be. That does create something, but this is just. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if it doesn't flip, we can draw 2020. Right? Yeah. If it doesn't flip, we can draw 2020. And that might not be enough, anyways. Okay. Yeah, they made the right choice there. And if it's another creature, oh, wow. I don't know. Did they draw good or did I play really badly? I think combination of both. Have to concede this one, but this is a good matchup for us. I feel pretty good about this. They're playing Hooting Mandrills, which isn't that typical. I think Golgari Charm is actually not that good against them. They do have some really good threats. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to put in Toxic Deluge. That's a good sweeper. And I'm only going to take out one thing. I don't think the rest are relevant against this deck. This sweeper isn't good. Search for a Spyglass just to get Oko. Probably not. I'm going to take out this Trinisphere. I think I'm going to go ahead with that. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame that I didn't think about copying that, or I thought about it too late. No, I won't be playing first. Okay. All right. This is good. They've also mulliganed. I think here we're going to be ahead. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, we didn't get stifled, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to go for this. I think it's good enough. And a turn 2 Dreadhorde might be pretty good. Well, it's definitely pretty good. Yeah. That does seem like that, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it did seem like that. Okay, we can still draw something. Mox Diamond, probably not the greatest thing to draw. Now the question is, I can allow them to draw one thing. I mean, I can hit. Yeah, they can't do anything actually. Chalice stops it. That's kind of a useless card. Okay, so I'm just going to play around days and hit him with that. Lightning Bolt and Wasteland. Okay, I got one of the lands. And now what I really want to do is leave the Wasteland where it is and copy it with Thespian Stage next turn. Is that completely crazy? Instead of taking their green mana, they don't run that much green mana. Actually, I'm afraid of green things. Green things are a bit of a concern for me. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think we're doing well. Sure, they can try to cast that or not. All right. Okay. So this is pretty much what we were hoping for. If it works, then yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna win this game. It seems pretty easy. We're gonna loam next turn. We're just gonna do the same thing until they miss a land drop. Okay. Why would they fetch is a good question. When, well, they probably haven't seen this. Or, oh, Hooting Mandrills gets through that, huh? Hmm. Okay. Okay, and that still does 1 damage. So they do have certain things they can do. And we're gonna run out of life pretty quickly. They might have a force in hand also where. So should I loam? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, that's good. I got rid of a number of lands. That's pretty good. So what guarantees me a win? I think getting back the 2 wastelands, loaming again, and fetching and playing the 1 wasteland this turn. That means that I'll be able to do Cabal Pit next turn, and then I'll be able to do double Cabal Pit into double Cabal Pit, which is play it and play it again. And I think that is a winning combination. So I think I only get 2. They might daze it. Okay. And they are on it's 5 damage a turn, right? So okay, I think I can pull this out. Okay. So now I have 7 cards there, which is absolutely great. I'm going to cast that, cast this, and then I'm just going to. Do I actually have the mana? Or do I just go for this on 4? This could be like a complete knockout punch for me. Is it safer to just say, I'm going to go for my Thespian stage next turn, copy it, and go down to 2 life, and then kill the Hooting Mandrills, go down to 1 life? Is that safer? Because next turn I'm playing the Wasteland. No, I'm hitting Hooting Mandrills, getting back with Loam, and then I need way too much mana to do that. It's probably nothing. It's not viable, right? Copying it with Thespian Stage, that means that they hit me twice, and then I get rid of the Hooting Mandrills, and then they're looking to build to something. Yeah, I think that's probably the safest way to do this. Okay. I mean, it seems a bit ridiculous, but in the meantime, I'm just going to draw a card, and maybe I just draw something that can actually kill those. Yeah. Okay. So now I think we can do this because the only thing that we're afraid of there is days. And yeah, sometimes they'll have it, but that's okay. We'll be down 2 life. It's not great. Force and ponder. Okay. So I guess I can. Should I delay it one more turn? I'll go down to -5, get the double Cabal Pit, and then I will die next turn. Okay, so choice has been made. Maybe I left it too late. I mean, maybe I left it too late. Like if it's a day's last one. Okay, okay. So now they've only got 1 land. They're going to draw a card. Okay. All right. If it's a creature, we're okay. Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we have to Cabal Pit, get it back, Cabal Pit with these two, get it back with these two, play it again and Cabal Pit, right? Okay. No, we don't do this first. We do that one. Okay, I think we're just going to get back those. Okay. Hopefully they don't have too many other creatures. I don't want to get into this. This is the card we've been looking for. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that was a good win. Okay. They did mulligan though, and it was extremely close. Um, it was good that I found that hymn because I felt that they were keeping that for a while. This is an interesting hand. It has a lot of wastelands and it has acceleration for us. We can do the wasteland lock and we can also toxic deluge them. I think it's good enough. Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, we need to answer the Dread Horde, which is coming on turn 2. At least I'm assuming. It would be weird if they kept a hand with nothing. Okay. That is weird. Okay. I mean, I don't mind doing that. Sure. Yeah. I think this is okay. They might be going for Oko. Like to me, it seems that way. So I think I have to try to, yeah, do something about that. I'm not sure what. But playing a Crucible is not a terrible thing here, especially if they fetch and then they get a no-go. It doesn't seem like they run Oko though. Did we see any? I don't think we saw any. I think they're just the classic Rook Delver. Okay, here we go. Oko time. That's 100% Oko. I could tell from very far away. Okay, that's not terrible for us. Again, we find ourselves in this terrible situation, but I think we have a number of things. Yeah, especially with drawing this. I think we're kind of in an interesting spot again around play this, play that, see if it resolves. Yeah, tick up. I'd say get rid of a Cabal Pit would be the way I would go. See what they get rid of. And then get rid of their green mana is also good. Attack Oko. Yeah. Again, we can kill their creatures. Yeah. Even if they make a food token, we can have them sacrifice it. So it's not that terrible. And I think we have plenty of good draws here. Okay. Food is pretty good. So I'm just thinking, getting rid of Toxic Deluge does that. I'm definitely playing my land. This is I can actually get Hexmage if I want. And they didn't counter Liliana, so why would they? Yeah, maybe that's the solution to this. So that those two are like that. Force of negation, okay. So do I discard a card? I think it's likely that there's a bolt somewhere there. I mean, that seems like the most likely thing that we're doing here. Yeah, I still think that there's some merit here in getting rid of the other card. Oh, they got rid of one bolt. Do I keep this back? Because no, I have to pressure Oko. On the other hand, they could bolt this, then attack with that, and yeah. Why wouldn't they bolt Crucible? Seems pretty silly to me. They probably have another Oko in hand, don't they? That's the only thing I can think of where they can create a food. Well, create the 3/3. Yeah, attacking there. That's fine. I'm hoping we draw something that kills the food or kills Oko. That's good. A Tarmakov. Okay, so they've done the same thing we did last time. Um, The problem is whatever I get, um, yeah, whatever I get with this, it's just going to be Oko if I keep it. Like I can't get my Tombstalker. That doesn't work. Vampire Hexmage works because it gets rid of Oko. Um, okay, well, I guess that's the best thing I can do right now. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do. And then I can start drawing cards, I guess, from next turn. Okay. I am not attacking. And then I'm just, each player discards a card. Now that would have been a better card for them to play. That is just an insane card. Tarmagov is a 6/7 suddenly because we got a creature. Oh, shouldn't have done this. Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm in a terrible position. They don't have cards. They're going to attack with both Liliana. I'm going to block the food exchange. And then I'm hoping to draw a bunch of things. It's not a terrible. Obviously, they're in the lead, but yeah, it's not terrible. Okay. Yeah, goodbye, Crucible. And goodbye, Liliana. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go up to 2 counters at the end of turn, or I could draw a card, I guess. 7/8. Wow. I think I should go up to 2 counters. Some quite big damage right there. No stifle would be the ideal thing. No stifle one time. Cool. Um, yeah. Do I go for a 20/20? Yeah, I should have done this. I think I'm just going to do it now. They do have wastelands, after all. I keep the one without the counters, and I get a 20/20. And if they have a bounce spell, that is life. They didn't have one. I got rid of their cards. Maybe they don't have. I don't have a forest also, which is important because submerge would not be possible. Okay. Also, now it's not possible to cast Brazen Bar, the second part, or whatever, Petty Theft. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was actually a really entertaining match. I really like the whole, playing it really safe and like playing it to the wire kind of thing. I think I did get a bit lucky there at the end. Equally, I could have drawn a lot of things that answered Tarmogoyf. And I would have drawn like at least 1 or 2 cards with the Castle Lochthwain. So I would have seen like 2, 3 cards, and most of my things kill creatures. Okay, last game before I go to sleep, because it is pretty late here. And last game of the entire league. We're 1-3. It's not great. I think I've made a few mistakes in these leagues, and also I've just been outclassed by some decks, like straight up. Definitely have an issue with DNT and with Snowko. I think once Aura gets going, I'm done for, and DNT can just destroy me or overload the board. My sweeper, which is Toxic Deluge, is not good enough against it because one Thalia, one Rishadan Port, and one Wasteland means I have to have 5-6 lands, and by that point I'm just dead. Golgari Charm is better, right? Because it is only 3 mana. It would be 3 mana with Thalia. It's only 2 mana, but still, I feel like these are not good enough solutions. Yeah, I think I need something else to kind of help those kind of matchups of people going wide with kind of. They're not exactly small creatures. Some of them are pretty big there. Yeah, or maybe I didn't draw that well also, but I think it's a bad matchup now, and I'm pretty convinced right now it's a pretty bad matchup. Nope, I would not like to play first. Okay, all right. This is a hand. I can't cast my hymn. I have wastelands, chalices. I can do everything else. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm on the draw. Hopefully, I'll draw another source. I probably have like 20 draws. It's Delver again, which isn't a bad matchup. So that could work out for us. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get my swamp. And cast my little Delver Killer. There we go. So at least we have a way to get rid of Delver, which is good. We have a way to stop Dreadhorde. We have by getting Chalice down. We have him, which should do something. And they didn't flip, so we have some time. And no Dreadhorde. Okay, so this is looking okay-ish. We can't cast. Yeah, unfortunately we can't cast him. We could build towards that by delaying them. I think I like just kind of playing this game of I have 2 wastelands. Let's see if they have enough lands. Yeah, they haven't cast a cantrip. They didn't actually cast anything else, which means that they were probably maybe they're banking on Oko or something like that. Unfortunately, they flipped with Lightning Bolt as a reveal. Lightning Bolt is not bad for us. Definitely not something we're really afraid of. I think I'm going to have to go with this. And get rid of depths. Yeah, it's kind of a, yeah. We didn't hit the Oko, but on the other hand, we can just do that. And yeah, let's go ahead. So I think Chalice next turn would be good. They have a land. Interesting. So am I playing the Chalice? Yeah, I'm playing a Chalice on 1. And let's see what happens. They force that. Okay. I mean, all right. What did they get rid of? Another force. Pitch force. Now we're starting to get to the lower life totals. I can always activate engineer explosives. That's absolutely fine also. Um, Maybe we should start building towards that, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do this on their turn when they declare attackers. And then on my turn, I can Living Wish and go for that. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I think it's time. They do have a lightning bolt or something like that in hand, from what I remember. Another land. That's pretty good. Yeah. This allows me to play around days and play a land also, which I kind of like. Okay, so I'm looking to untap. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got Delver again. So I saw Delver. I'm assuming that the usual things are there. Did we see green? I don't even remember. I'm assuming we saw. Yeah, we did see green. Yeah. So because we saw green, we're looking at some of the bigger creatures probably. Probably Toxic Deluge is good, and taking out a Trinisphere. Although Trinisphere is absolutely great against a deck that's susceptible to Wasteland. Um, hmm. Is Toxic Deluge even needed? I'm very cognizant that I haven't even drawn in a single Abrupt Decay in all these Delver matchups. Maybe it's time that I draw a few. I think that will be good enough. They're probably going to bring in Brazen Bar, or maybe they have some in the main. They'll bring in Submerge. They'll bring in like a bunch of things like that. Is Bitter Blossom good enough? Probably not. I think probably my main deck is good. Toxic Deluge is probably good enough, but I can't really find anything to remove. Um, okay, I'll go for that one Trinisphere. Let's go with that. Um, I was on the draw before, and I won. I'd like to go on the draw again. Slow Hand has the Wasteland lock, and has an Abrupt Decay, which is kind of a straight up answer to things. So I think it's good enough. Um, they could get an aggressive Delver like they did last time. It flipped after one turn. Um, okay. I was really hoping for a Mock Simon there, honestly. That would have been great. Um, I feel like this is the way to go for me. Um, I shouldn't have done that. Now I see what I should have done. Okay. Is Bayou a good idea? Is Basic Swamp a good idea? I'm going for Forest. This is a weird one because if they can Force of Negation, um, yeah, it flipped with a Ponder. It's pretty bad because we only have Cabal Pit, which does hurt us. Um, but if I can get Life from the Loam off, or Living Wish to get me like a Bajuka Bug or something like that, then I will have enough mana and good enough mana. Um, okay, Preordain, Ponder. Um, hmm, this was not a good like play. I feel like I should not have fetched there like 100%. Okay, that's good. That's a good card. Um, okay, that should help us. They might force it, but oh, they dazed it. That's true. They could daze it. Yeah, that's another thing. But then now they're choosing Wasteland or to develop their board, and I feel like that's a place I want to be if they have Wasteland. No, okay, they did that. Hmm. Dreadhorde, which I have to answer with Abrupt Decay, but I can Wasteland and Abrupt Decay. Getting hit in the face in the meantime. Okay. So Dreadhorde is the must answer here, of course. Another Wasteland. Okay, so I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they probably don't have another daze. Well, I'm going to go with that to begin with. Yeah, I think I have to do that anyways. Yeah. And then get rid of their green sources. I think that's that's the thing that I'm afraid of the most. Okay, and now having the life from the loam, I think might get me there. Like if I see that they don't drop another land, then I'm definitely 100% just yeah going for loam, going for wasteland, and then loam. Shuffle, draw, don't play land. Okay, so this is 100% ours to lose. We're going for wasteland, then we're loaming. If they counter, then we'll have to uh, probably him next turn and then Cabal Pit the turn after, which does get us really low. Yeah. Now Trinisphere or Chalice really is. But yeah, if they see this and they're kind of like, that's it, they might be like, okay, that's it. Okay, they didn't say that's it. I have to be a bit careful because I am really low, and any lightning bolt is kind of a death sentence at this point. And I have to get rid of this insectile thing. If I get 3 cards in there, and then I am a bit in danger, right? Because I can't activate Cabal Pit as quickly as I would like. So yeah, I'm going to use that replacement. That would have been nice, the Trinisphere and all that. Yeah. So I'm thinking, do I want to fetch even? I think I want to play Pit. Proceed with 0 targets. That's a weird one, right? Yeah, maybe I should have played. Maybe I should have actually played a Wasteland here because then I could have wasted my own something and gotten to that 7 that I want to get to. On the other hand, what else can I do here? I think I want to do this. It's a ridiculous play, but I think I want to do it. Okay. because that gets my cattle pit online. But yeah, bolts just destroy me. Okay, that's a way to do this. I'm going to him myself. That's a solution to everything in life. Him yourself. Or maybe get a tomb stalker. That might be better. Yeah, getting a tomb stalker, I feel might be better than hemming myself. Yikes. I'm going down to 1 life, so even my, yeah. I mean, next turn I can bring this online, right? Because I can just, but I'm in real trouble because any bolt is good, and they do have bolts from what I remember. So what do? I play this, waste it, and just, yeah, shoot them. And then I hymn them next turn and play my Dark Depths and Sylvan Library, maybe. Yeah? Yeah. Or I can't fetch, which is the most annoying thing, because then I can't activate Cabal Pit while casting him, which would be absolutely great. Like I could cast... No, I can't cast him because I'm going to die. Can I do this just with no target? Okay. I actually didn't know that could be done. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Well, now a Trinisphere, or did I? Oh, I took my Trinisphere out for a Toxic Deluge, but also Chalice now. It would be absolutely excellent. I feel like I have to be super aggressive this way though. They probably have it in their hand, right? So I just have to go for killing them. And I feel this gets me closer to killing them. Next turn, I'm also casting him. Chalice. Yeah, I can find a Chalice now. So if I find a Chalice, I'm casting a Chalice. Nope. Let's hit some. I can't fetch or anything. This is kind of a very interesting game. I can't fetch. I can only keep casting him to Turax, hoping that I draw Chalice. And hoping I draw Thespian Sage before they kill me. That's the other thing. Did they take out their, this is way too slow, right? Okay. Let's hit double bolt. I want to hit double bolt here. Submerge. Okay. That's something. And we've dug 2 deeper. So, but we are 1 bolt away, right? Okay. They got tired of this. So, yeah, we won our last 2. They weren't drawing lands. They got really, really unlucky there. Um, yeah, I think we might have squeaked it through if they stayed in, but if you quit the game, you lose. That's a very simple thing. So another 2-3, just about where I think the deck really is in the format, like around 40% win percentage sounds about right. We beat 2 Delvers pretty handily. We lost to another one, I think the first one, which was kind of the more Oko-ish Delver. And I think I have a big issue with Oro. Um, it's not that big in the metagame, I think. Well, at least it wouldn't be that big in my local metagame um, because there's a bigger diversity of decks. But I think online it's probably like everywhere. And it's one of those cards that you can't actually trade with in any reasonable way with normal cards. Like pre 2019 cards don't work against Uro because it just provides too much card advantage. Um, the only way I can think of combating it is either going with Ashioks in the main, which they're good semi-lock pieces. They do have their place, and in the right meta, I think they would, but I don't think I'm ready to do that. And the other thing I've thought of is probably going like maybe 2 Bajuka Bogs in the main, um, and then having one in the side also, and just relying on just playing out my lands very nice and slowly, and just uh, clearing their graveyard. But it's just so easy for them to fill their graveyard that's kind of maybe not even worth considering. Anything else just doesn't trade the right, like Tormod's Crypt doesn't trade the right way. Lose a card and they're up a card, and I probably lose the match or game off of that. Excellent. Lots to ponder about. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.